Welcome to the HMG Executive Leadership Spotlight. Here's our host, Hunter Muller.
Hello and welcome to the HMG Spotlight. I'm Hunter Muller, founder and CEO of HMG Strategy. I'm here with Judith Apshago from Amtrak, the VP of IT at Amtrak. Welcome to today's Spotlight, Judith, and congratulations on being one of our top picks for the 2023 HMG Global Leadership Institute Recognition Program. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you having me on the show and very much appreciate the recognition through the awards. Thank you.
Great to see you here. So tell us, what is new and different at Amtrak? You're doing some really interesting innovation, both on the customer side, as well as infrastructure and trains.
So we are having a once in a generation, really once in a lifetime for Amtrak opportunity through the recent bilateral infrastructure bill that was approved that was bringing unprecedented levels of funding to Amtrak. So we do generate revenues, but a lot of the maintenance of infrastructure requires some additional funding. And we unfortunately have lagged behind over the years. So the IIJA, or the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, will be bringing significant funding. We're looking at a lot of innovations, both on the customer side to improve the customer experience with improving Wi-Fi, improving services on board, and then just improving the whole booking experience. And then on the backside of running the trains, there's a lot of technology we're introducing to improve how we maintain the trains, being more predictive around, failures, and instead of, just getting your oil changed every 3,000 miles, using sensors and technology on the trains to tell us a little more proactively where we should be focused to make sure that our resources are spent in the best ways possible. And then we're also doing soup to nuts innovation and transformation of our corporate technologies, our HR, finance, leveraging different analytics, leveraging artificial intelligence to make better decisions around talent and bringing folks on board. So really, it's kind of a great time to be in the industry, a great time to be at Amtrak, really trying to make a difference on how we operate and the future of rail overall.
Well, exciting times, Judith. What would you say is your biggest challenge being a top woman in technology in the industry?
It's funny because I joke with folks that this is the only industry that I've been in where there's not a line for the women's room. I don't have to compete. And I say that jokingly just because it's yes, women in rail are certainly a minority, but we are, making an impact. And there are a lot of good role models in the rail industry of women who've made a difference. So it is really a great time. We've very proud to say Amtrak has invested a lot of energy over the last few years on really expanding our diversity, equity, and inclusion program. And not just looking at gender diversity, but kind of all elements of diversity. So we've really seen a good mix of talent joining our organization, and I think that rather than challenges, there's just really a lot of opportunity for women and other minorities in our industry right now. It's an exciting time to come and really be able to make an impact.
Great stuff, Judith. When you think of your leadership style, how would you characterize your leadership style, and what do you like to be known for?
I would say collaborative, very partnership oriented. One of the first things I did when I joined Amtrak was, was try and get to know my team and my business partners and try and build those relationships, because I find those relationships really can go a long way to kind of helping you accomplish your goals. I kind of really look at my leadership style as collaborating not just with my customers and in this case business partners, but also with my team, making sure I'm bringing in the best talent. And really getting all the best ideas on board as we're trying to make decisions and impact change.
You have a lot on your plate. How do you possibly go about prioritizing everything from the customer side to the infrastructure side to the physical side of really looking at purchasing new trains, bringing brand new trains online in the coming years?
Very good question. And it's tough in this talent market to find resources to get things done. So we do have a big appetite, but we kind of have to scale that to what we can deliver. So prioritization is always a bit of a challenge. It starts with what's important to the business and where we can add the greatest value. Working with our respective business partners and the executive team across the company to figure out, what are their priorities, and then how does the technology team play into that? How do we partner to realize those priorities? So we build out, we start with the strategy and look at a long-term vision. What are we trying to accomplish? How can technology play into that? And then we use that to build out a roadmap, multi-year roadmap. And of course, things change. So nothing's ever static. So we try and keep our roadmaps dynamic, revisit them at least annually, and lay out with our business partners, what is going to be the most important thing to delivering value and moving the needle the fastest. And then again, try and stay dynamic. We didn't expect a pandemic to hit, so we had to shift priorities quite a bit when COVID hit. But we adjust, we stay nimble and adaptable, and really just look at where we can partner to make the biggest impact in ideally the shortest time for the least amount of money. Weigh all those options and then build out the roadmaps with our business partners.
Excellent, Judith. And building a team and a collaborative approach is key in these trying times. What's working for you in terms of building that buy-in engagement within your team, and then again with your internal clients and users?
I think it's a different time now too, where we have a lot of folks remote or hybrid. So the team building concept is a little different than it has been in the past. Trying to build those relationships and build the team idea. So the culture has been a key thing that we've been trying to build. Again, going back to making sure we have a diverse workforce and building an environment where people feel they can really have an impact. Trying to take that vision and the roadmaps I talked about, and then kind of translate that into, okay, what does it mean for me as an employee in IT, and really to operationalize, these kind of big picture thoughts into, okay, how can each of my team members play a difference? And around the collaboration I mentioned earlier, as we're coming up with those ideas, kind of bringing other thoughts into the mix, inviting others to participate in that process, and really making them feel like they have a part in what we're doing here, because it's there's a ton to do. I think it makes a big difference if you can, if you understand where your piece is in the whole process and in the vision. So we do try and communicate openly, honestly, frankly, and regularly, keeping those communications lines open with the team.
Well, there's also marketing on the top end. I know that's not your space, but I just recently had an amazing experience coming from Boston to Stamford, Connecticut on the Acela, going over 150 miles an hour. What a thrill. And I understand you even have a faster Acela coming out next year. You'll go 160 miles an hour. I can't wait.
Right. Yeah, very exciting times. We're excited about the new Acela. Will be introduced in 2023. And higher speeds, but just a nicer experience, a smoother ride, more efficient. And, we're all concerned about our environment. So it's lower emissions. And I think you'll just find that it's overall a better customer experience. And, that's just the first of many innovations we're working on. We're looking at refreshing some of our other fleets as well. But I'm glad to hear you had a great experience on your ride. And, that's our flagship product, the Acela on the Northeast Corridor, but we have some fantastic trips cross country as well. So we're, just really listening to our customers to figure out what's going to make a difference, and trying to innovate on the customer side as well.
Hey, Judith, congratulations for being one of my top picks at HMG Strategy for the 2023 HMG Global Leadership Institute Recognition Program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hunter. Really appreciate it.
For more information, please visit hmgstrategy.com and keep up to date by following us on our social media platforms. Thank you.